Hey guys, this is Jedith, and this video is a video that I make every season right before the new patch launches. I make this video going over some Weakauras you can install that are going to make your life easier when the new patch launches, and you have to go into all these new dungeons, you have to go into the new raid. All the links for these are going to be in the description of this video. If you want, you can also get them from my Discord, but just to make it easier for you, you can also get these just in the description below. So the first one we're going to look at is what I like to call the juice. I talk about this in every video like this that I make. It's called the Plaque QT Mythic Plus nameplates. So this one is, here, we'll make this full screen real quick. This one is like the bread and butter of my Mythic Plus setup. This is a Weakaura you can install that isn't going to change your nameplates at all. So if you use Plater, you have a specific Plater layout that you like to use, this won't really alter any of it, but what it does is it adds onto it. It gives you certain color coding for things that you might need to know, certain interrupts, heals, absorbs, if there's any frontal that you need to dodge, if there's a stun that you need to do, anything like that. It kind of adds that onto the nameplate, and we'll look at it here just so you can get an idea. It'll add like this big frontal and this cast bar on top of the nameplate. Get debuff for this boss in Atal Dazar. It gives you the glow around it, so you know to kick it. Heal absorb. Whole bunch of stuff that it does. And whenever I'm using this on stream, people ask about it all the time. So definitely get this one. You don't have to adjust anything that you have currently. You just, get this Weakaura and you're good to go. And once you install it, it's going to give you this little rundown as to what all the colors mean. The next one is going to be Group Finder class colors. So this one is just going to make your life a little easier when it comes to finding groups in the Group Finder tool. So what it does is when you're searching, it'll show you the color of it'll show you the class color of the people currently in the group. So you can kind of see, okay, this group has a Blood Death Knight for the tank. They have a Holy Paladin for your healer, some type of Shaman for DPS, and a Mage. This is good if you're like me and you don't like to group with other Havoc Demon Hunters because you're self-conscious or whatever. This will help you avoid that situation. It also puts a color onto the leader's IO score, so you can kind of assess whether the leader of this group is someone you want to play with or not, right? If they have a low IO score, but they're trying to do a plus 25, something's fishy there, right? So it lets you know that in advance, or you can see if they're like, a really good player, they have a high IO score. It'll show you that as well. So this is a Weakaura package. Comes in 2 different Weakauras. I've combined them so you can get them both just in one install. Now we also have the Mythic Plus AutoMarker. So this is one if you're a tank, specifically, you want to get this one. What it does is when you go into a Mythic Plus dungeon and you're the group leader, it will just automatically mark the important mobs for you. So it'll, if there's mobs that have casts that need to be kicked, it'll mark it for you. All you have to do is mouse over it. You don't have to click on it. You don't have to do anything. You just run your mouse over it and it will mark it with whatever mark. So this is good for you to assign specific, assignments to kicks or stops or whatever when you get into a pug. If you're grouped with a Demon Hunter, you could say, hey, Demon Hunter, you're always going to kick Diamond. Or if you're with a Rogue, you can say, Rogue, you're always going to kick Star. You can assign which markers it uses in the custom options. There's all kinds of customization in here. And yeah, it's totally customizable. You can set it to whatever you want. It will not overwrite markers that you manually set, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, this is a great one to have if you're the type of person who is going to be kind of like spearheading Mythic Plus with your guild in the new patch, trying to get people gear, trying to run them through stuff, and you're the type of person that wants to lead people through the dungeons. This is a good Weakaura for you to get. The next one we're going to look at is the General Dungeon Weakaura pack, and this one is one that I'm using right now for Season 2. I used it for Season 1 as well, and this is what I found to just be the best one for dungeons. It has Weakauras and alerts and bars and stuff that are subtle enough where they're not like just spamming you with stuff, but they're also flashy enough that like you see them. This one in particular hasn't been updated for Season 3 yet, but I have been using the PTR version of this, which is, and it works fine in all the new dungeons. He just hasn't pushed the PTR version to the live version just yet. So if you don't have this Weakaura already, maybe you're using a different one, you can go ahead and get this one now and then update it when the new season starts. This will get updated to season 3, like I said, just not right now. But either way, the link is here for it. This is the same link that it'll use once it gets updated. So you can either bookmark it or just install it now and you'll be good to go. One thing I do want to say about that one before I minimize it is that you should definitely read the description of this. It tells you that if you want to use the custom sounds that are set up for a lot of these alerts, you do need to install the shared media folder and how you should set it up in terms of your audio sliders and whatnot. So definitely do take a look at this, install the shared media add-on if you can, and it'll work a lot better for you. All right, the next one is the Amir Drasil raid pack. This one is made by Relo, and this is the kind of all-encompassing raid Weakauras package, and it covers all the bosses. This is what my guild is going to be using for the first couple months, probably, until Liquid releases their package, or Echo, or whatever one we decide on. But those don't usually come out until after the Race to World First. So in the meantime, my guild likes to use something like this, made by Relo. And again, this one comes with 2 other Weakauras that you probably should get. You probably won't ever touch them, but just take Relo's word for it that you do need to get these as well, just to make sure everything moves. Everything works and moves as it should. So definitely get this if you're planning on doing even LFR raiding or like normal heroic raiding. You definitely want to get some type of raid Weakauras package. And the next one is the K's MRT/ERT timers. So this one is really cool. The way that it works is if your guild is using a note, like an MRT or ERT note, and you have an assignment in your note that says, hey, Jedith, you're going to use darkness at 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Random time. This Weakauras will start alerting you ahead of time that you're going to be needing to use your darkness at this time. And this is good if you're somebody who ends up like tunneling, right? You forget your assignments, or you just maybe need another poke just to make sure that you actually press the button. This is perfect for that. You can set it up to do whatever you want. You can set it up to play a sound. You can just like flash the icon of the spell that you're supposed to use. All different things you can set it to do. But definitely something that your guild probably wants you to get if you don't have it already. And the final one we're going to look at is the AFI and Ragefire Weakauras. So this is one that I've been working on my own for the past few days, and it's intended to work in conjunction with the new Havoc Demon Hunter talent called A Fire Inside. So A Fire Inside basically gives you 2 charges of Immolation Aura and a 30% proc chance to get another one of those recharges back. So what this does is it's basically like a glorified, improved version of the old Ragefire Weakauras, because, you know, in the past, we would only get 1 Ragefire because we only had 1 Immolation Aura. Now, we have at least 2 Immolation Auras, and they can go up to 5. So now you can get upwards of 5 Ragefires at one time. And you kind of need to make sure that you're not, like, wasting those, right? The way I have it set up, so it comes in 2 parts. You install it, it'll come in the folder. And inside the folder, there's the Fire Inside proc alert. And as of right now, it's just a little text that pops up on the screen when you have an Immolation or a charge to use, or if you get a proc of it. It's just, you know, the bouncing text. The other part is the Ragefire explosion alert. So this is basically my old Ragefire alert, but expanded into 5 different ones. And it will track how much damage is kept inside of each individual Ragefire, and you'll see the moving clock swipe showing the duration of each one. And when it gets towards the end, it'll start to glow. And when it gets to the very end, it'll say don't move. It'll play a sound alert that says don't move. That's telling you that you shouldn't be like fell rushing out of range of the mobs because your Ragefire is about to explode. So I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to press Immolation Aura. The Ragefire Weakauras is down here. It's tracking how much damage is stored into it. It glows, and then it says don't move, and then it explodes. That goes across there in a row of 5. Now, if you don't want it to show there, you can have it show up wherever you want. You can move that. It's in a dynamic group, so you don't have to worry about moving each one individually. You can just come here and grab them, move them wherever you want. If you go to group scale, you could change it to be bigger or smaller, whatever you want. You could even, where was it? Let's see. The grow, you can make it go upwards instead of from the right into the left. You can do whatever you want. You can change it all in here. But the way that I have it set up for myself is just in a small row across the bottom here. So this should help you track your Ragefires as you get them. Like I said, right now we don't have the Fire Inside talent, so we can't get more than one, but once you do get that talent, you'll be getting at least 2, upwards of 5. Definitely something you want to keep track of. So that is it for the Weakauras at the moment. I will be kind of updating that one in particular as I maybe find some more optimizations for it or think of better ways to handle it. But as of right now, that's just what we're rolling with. Make sure you look for updates on those Weakauras because there definitely will be some as I go through the tier and discover how I can make it a bit better. Before I let you go, guys, I want to let you know that if you are interested, you can check out my Patreon. There are some really cool things happening over there. We've revamped it over the past month or two. All new rewards for all the tiers. If you sign up, you could get a monthly blog from me. You can get discounts on merch. You can get entered into monthly giveaways for merch. There is a monthly sticker club, exclusive merch that we're only putting out for certain events. For example, we just put out a hoodie for this patch, 10.2. It's a Dream Guardian hoodie. Looks really cool. I'll put up a picture of it here, and you get special access in Discord. You get a special role. So if you're interested, go to the Patreon, check it out. It's pretty cheap if you want to sign up, or if you're feeling generous, you can sign up at a higher tier and get even cooler rewards. It is the best way to support me if you're looking to make sure that the money you're putting forward isn't getting eaten up by a corporation like Twitch or whatever else. They take the least cut over at Patreon. So if you're looking to support me, that's the best place you can do that. And I appreciate your support. All right, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Many more Havoc Demon Hunter videos coming out in the next couple days. We got rotation videos, we got build guide videos, all types of stuff. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.